Actually, we're gonna have to reschedule your interview 15 minutes prior to an interview. I literally gotta shit my pants. I feel like I'm in college again. Leak code questions did not end up happening. I passed the second round. Hi guys, it's 𝖼. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, hi, welcome. I'm currently doing a series where I document my very real and unfiltered raw life of being a unemployed new grad. For a bit of context, I graduated back in December from 𝖼's University and I majored in computer science. Like a lot of other people, I am looking for software engineering roles. I honestly don't know where to even start talking about this because I've been looking for a job for over a year now. Even when I was still in college during my senior year, I was obviously job hunting, trying to find a job so that I can start working after I graduated. Obviously that didn't happen because I'm still here, still unemployed, but it has been way too long. It's just been such a painful and dreading process. I think the worst part about this is that there's a lot of people around me that has successfully found jobs or gotten return offers from their past internships and are just already working. I feel like I'm the only one that still is left unemployed. I feel very left behind and just really not worthy and just like not wanted by anywhere, if that makes sense. I don't know. I've just really been trying to not think about it that way and not really talk to myself in a negative way because I know that the job market is really bad right now and other people are struggling as well. I wanted to document this process because I felt like it would be a little less lonely for me to be talking to you guys and to try to connect with other people that are also going through the same process. If you're watching this and you're also looking for a job, whether that be in tech, software engineering, or literally anything, the job market is just truly so bad right now and you're not alone, and I really hope you know that. Anyways, right now it's Monday. It is a very gloomy day in the middle of October. I think we're like low-key in the middle of a storm. I had a Pilates class scheduled for today at 12 p.m. I was really excited for it. It's the one thing that gets me out of the house every day, but the facility that I go to classes for lost power, so my class got canceled today. Yeah, we're just starting off the week in a very gloomy manner, but that is okay. I actually have 2 interviews this week, which is kind of crazy to say because I feel like even getting an interview right now is extremely difficult. Like getting past the stage of the resume screening is just so hard. I feel incredibly blessed and lucky to be able to even get to the interview stage, but that means that I feel so much pressure. I just really want one of these to work for me, like so badly, because I'm just so ready for this process to be done. It's just like after a certain point of leak coding every single day, trying to study your resume, researching companies, writing cover letters, all of that just becomes so like you just start to like lose the sense of life in yourself, if that makes sense. I don't feel like there's anyone around me that I can talk to about this that can relate to me because again, everybody around me, all my friends are already working. Definitely not an easy process, but I'm here to document it, see how this week goes, see how my interviews go. I honestly don't know how much I'll be able to vlog myself today because one of my interviews is tomorrow, so I really want to take today to prepare as much as I can, go through all the stuff on my resume, prepare behavioral questions, prepare for technical questions, just really review everything and prepare to the best of my ability so that I feel as ready as I can be. So cheers to the start of a brand new week, and hopefully all my interviews go well this week. Fingers crossed. Good morning. Good morning guys, happy Tuesday. Surprisingly, I woke up pretty early today. My eyes opened at like 7:30. I try to get a little bit more sleep in because I want to get at least 8 hours in every night, but I couldn't sleep and now it's around 8:30 8:15, 8:20-ish. I think I'm just gonna get up and try to make use of this extra time that I have. Yesterday, I just sat on my computer literally all day, mostly focusing on brushing up on my DSA stuff, asking chat to give me some questions that could be asked during these next 2 interviews that I have, and going over my projects and experiences on my resume. I didn't really practice my stories with the star format yesterday, so I think that's what I'm gonna try to do this morning. I also didn't do a single leak code question yesterday, really just try to focus on behavioral stuff, because this call that I have today is kind of more of like a screening. They probably want to ask about my previous experiences, and I'm scared that I'm not going to be able to answer anything, so I was focusing on that yesterday. But I think I should probably do a couple of questions just to kind of, you know, brush up on my technical abilities before my interview. It is at 4 p.m. today, so I have quite a bit of time, but I'm also going to go to Pilates, or no, today's bar. I'm also gonna go to a bar class today at 12:30. So by the time I'm back, it'll be like 1:30, shower, eat lunch. It'll be like 2:30, and then I won't have a lot more time after that to really lock in and study. So it's good that I woke up this morning hoping that today is gonna be a good day and everything goes well. Okay, I have an update for you guys. My interview was going to be at 4 p.m. today. At 3:44, my recruiter emails me, actually, we're gonna have to reschedule your interview because your interviewer had a conflict. It did say unexpected conflict, but 15 minutes prior to an interview, you're gonna tell me that you have to cancel and reschedule? I know it's not my recruiter's fault, it's probably not my interviewer's fault, but I just really wish they hadn't told me 15 minutes prior, because, you know, I got dressed, I got ready, I put on makeup, was really getting into the headspace of being in an interview, and now I just feel like I just wasted being anxious like all day. I'm just gonna move on and not really think about this anymore, because I have another interview tomorrow morning. It's not with the same company, it's with a different one, but I really want to do well because I think I have a shot. I passed my first round, it was 2 weeks ago, and this is gonna be my second round. I've interviewed with this company twice, so it's my 3rd time interviewing with them. I feel like I know their gist of like questions they're gonna ask, and like it's more of like a straightforward technical interview. For the one tomorrow, I know that I just have to focus on really knowing my data structures and algorithms and just focusing on studying a couple more leak code questions today. So I'm gonna do that and just try to forget about all of this mess, and hopefully everything gets sorted. Okay, so we're gonna start grinding. This has been my setup pretty much this entire like past month, I'd say. Especially the past 2 weeks, I've just been sitting here and just locking in. I have some pen and paper here that I like to use to kind of like sketch out what I'm thinking. I love just having something to really draw out what I'm thinking. I think it really helps me. I have here a list, I don't know if you can see, hopefully you can, but I just have a list of like leak code questions that I saw that is commonly asked for this company that I'm interviewing tomorrow. It's mostly medium questions, some easy and 2 hards. It's 85 questions, and I have done all of them, but there's a lot that I want to revisit because I felt so shaky after doing it, or like I didn't fully internalize it, or I felt like I needed to revisit it. So I have like categorized here. The green ones are I don't have to revisit, the red ones are I do need to revisit, yellow is I revisited and then I feel good about it, this orange is I revisited and I still don't feel good about it, and this purple is I revisited twice and then finally I feel good about it. So I'm gonna try to go over these red ones, at least some of them, and maybe even some of these orange ones, and just see how much I can get through today. Of course, I have a little matcha next to me as always. Very yum. Today I made it like a pistachio oat matcha latte. It's my second matcha, but honestly I think I needed it. Let's get studying. I feel like I'm in college again. Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. I have my interview in about 40 minutes. I'm starting to feel a little bit nervous, but I woke up not really feeling nervous at all. So I'm trying not to think about that I have this interview coming up. I tend to perform best when I'm like not nervous and I'm having a good conversation with my interviewer. So I'm trying to not really think about it, but I'm wearing the same shirt as I was yesterday because I didn't get to wear this for the interview that I was supposed to have. I'm gonna make some breakfast and make a matcha and just really try to ease my nerves and just not really think about it too much and just go in trusting myself. I think I want to go over some of the behavioral or like why this company question that I have. Other than that, I don't think it's really worth to like leak code this morning. It's not really great to be doing that right before an interview. So I'm gonna play some jazz music and just have a chill rest of the morning before my interview, and I guess I'll update you guys after it's done. Wish me luck. Fingers crossed it'll go well. Okay, long story short, I passed the second round. How I know is that immediately after, or like before the end of the call, they were like, are you free in an hour and a half? And I was like, yes, which means I passed. That is so crazy. I think I'm just so good at freaking myself out, but it wasn't that bad. One of the questions, I did a similar question when I was studying, and thank God I did that because otherwise I wouldn't have known. I first was like, I'm not sure, but then I talked out my thoughts and then I was able to get it. I got the follow-up questions and everything, and then the second question, there were two engineers, so they each of them asked a question. I got the second question as well. It was similar to what I've seen before, but like it wasn't exactly the same, so I obviously had to use my brain, but I got it. Yeah, it was overall pretty chill vibes. I think the vibe of the interviewers really helped make me like not as nervous because my dog is also here. She was waiting apparently the entire time I was interviewing. So cute. Oh, hello. Hello. Hi. Hopefully the third round also goes well. I will keep you guys posted. Wish me luck. Oh my god, you're so cute. Hi. Nanny, nanny. Hello. Hello. What's up? Are you waiting? Hi, baby. Honestly, just looking at her makes me not nervous at all. Okay, my hands are shaking, so I'm gonna prop you right here. I just finished round 3. I think it went well because I have an HR interview in 20 minutes, which is so crazy for me to be saying. Really hope it goes well. I'm like so scared. It's 30 minutes behavioral, so I'm really hoping that I won't butcher anything. I've obviously prepared behavioral questions, but I feel like I'm just so bad at it for some reason. Like coming up with stories, I'm just like, oh my god. One of the questions I was like, oh, this might be difficult, but I got it. The other one, I had a slight, like a small trip up at the end, but it was a follow-up question. I eventually got it, but the interviewer really had to nudge me. I still have like adrenaline because I have another interview coming, so I just wanted to let you guys know, and fingers crossed, again, double fingers crossed for this HR round. Hopefully HR likes me. I don't know. I'm gonna try to calm myself down and I'll let you guys know how it goes. I just finished my last round, not my last round, I just finished my HR round and it was okay. Just like a conversation, I guess, of why this company, like my experiences, some like logistical questions. It wasn't anything crazy, it was like a 20-30 minute interview. So now all I have to do is wait for the response. They said like 3 to 5 business days, and if I move forward, then I have one more round. This is a very long process. Oh my god. Honestly, today I think I did pretty well overall. Probably the best that I could have done, which is always a good thing to say. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to stay hopeful and hope that I go to this last round and that this last round is not gonna be that bad. They did mention like system design, but I'm like really not experienced in that at all, so I might have to do a little bit more studying. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to take a little bit of a mental break because I just used my brain like a lot, and I also talked a lot. So yeah, that's my update. I'll let you guys know once I hear back, but I'm just triple fingers crossed that I move past this and that this actually turns into an offer. We'll see. Hi guys, good morning and happy Thursday. It is the next day and I have a couple of updates for you guys. So I think I left off yesterday saying that they would contact me in about 3 to 5 business days. Wrong. They emailed me like probably less than an hour after my interview asking for availability for next week, which means that I passed the HR round as well and I have one more round to go. I was told it'll be like a manager slash a senior engineer interview and it's gonna be like a technical conversation. So quite scared because HR was saying that there could be system design. Some of my friends that already interviewed and are working there said that it would just be like a in-depth conversation about my resume. There could be like trivia about like CS fundamentals and concepts. It's just like I don't know how much I should study. Obviously I know like the core concepts, fundamental stuff. DSA obviously I studied really hard, but if they ask me like trivia questions about languages that I haven't used in a while or like really in-depth questions about my resume or like projects that I don't know the answer to, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm literally gonna shit my pants. To avoid that, I'm just gonna try to have a study schedule for the next week. Thankfully, I have exactly 1 week until this interview, so it gives me time to really just focus on studying my resume in depth, knowing all the technologies on there, what I did, what I used, and why, and also just brush up, I guess, on my fundamentals. Also do a little bit of system design. It's really hard when you don't know what to expect because at least for technicals, I knew that it was gonna be like leak code style DSA questions and I just had to grind that, which I did, and I'm really thankful that I did. There's this wonderful resource that I will link down below, but it is basically this website that lists out the questions that are potentially asked, like frequently asked by companies. I did basically all the questions that came up in the list. I think it was like, I don't know, 60 questions or so. And I also like asked around other people who had interviewed. So I think I did a total of 85 questions, plus revisiting them, like plus redoing them. So it was a lot of studying, but I'm really glad I did it. So I'll link the website down below. It was made by this guy and I found it through another person talking about interview prep. So I'm really thankful for it. The other update I have is the other company. I basically reached out saying like, hey, I have this final round next week. Like, can we speed up this process? Like, can we get my first round in? Because I don't know how much time I have after this final interview. They basically scheduled my interview for tomorrow. So now I have an interview tomorrow that I have to prepare for as well. I think it'll just be more of like a screening conversation type of thing, so not as crazy as the ones I did yesterday, which is really good, but I still don't want to let my guard down. I want to keep my brain fresh and moving. So I think what I'm gonna do today is go over some more leak code questions, go over my resume, and just know like what I did for the projects, which I already did for yesterday's interview, so it shouldn't be that bad, and also brush up on like why this company, what interested me, like what I'm excited for, because they'll probably ask that as well. That's all the updates I have for now. I'm feeling pretty good, I guess, but also like nervous. I was psyching myself out last night after knowing that I have this final round coming up. I'm more worried about this final round because I came this far, right? I've passed 4 rounds already and I have 1 more round to go, and if I fail this one, like I don't know how I'm gonna recover from that. So last night I had a hard time falling asleep. Today, like this morning, I've been thinking about it. I feel anxious right now. My hands are like tacky. I feel it here, like it just feels really tight and I'm like nervous and stressed. But I think the only thing I can do is be positive and believe in myself and all of the things I know and have done so far, because I have been, again, looking for a job for basically over a year now. I should know my shit and I should know my resume, my projects. Yeah, honestly, like after this, all I can wish for is just that I'll have a nice interviewer next week and also for tomorrow, and that what is meant to be will happen. So that is the mindset I'm going for. As always, I think I'm gonna make a nice to-do list in my notebook and start from there and see how much I can get done today. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Okay, hello from my desk. I feel like I haven't filmed here before, so it feels a little strange, but it is currently 10:08 p.m. I just wanted to give a quick update of how today went because it wasn't as I planned or I wanted it to be. For some reason, after I filmed that video in the morning, I completely lost all of my motivation. It was crazy because this morning I was so stressed and anxious and I was like, I have to get all these things done. And then I don't know, I was still nervous and stressed and anxious, but I just couldn't retain any, like I couldn't take in any more information. I couldn't get in the mindset of studying and I just felt so burnt out for some reason. Obviously, I want to do really well for the interview tomorrow and also the final round I have next week, but something just wasn't really clicking for me today. I think I'm just like really mentally exhausted, especially after fighting through all that pressure yesterday. I did go to Pilates at 4:30, which was really nice. Right before it, I was getting really anxious and stressed from not having done anything, so it's just a really bad cycle today. I really love having a dedicated chunk of time where I know that I'll be getting out of the house and be focusing on doing something else other than studying and like grinding. I felt better after that. I also called my boyfriend and talked about how I'm just in this really bad cycle, and he was able to help me sort out my thoughts and get a little bit more organized. So Alex, if you're watching, thank you. Right before dinner, I took the time to list out all the things that I want to go over and study before this upcoming interview, and for all these points I assigned dates to it so that I know what task I will have to get done by when. And now having this in front of me, I feel a lot better because I have everything listed out. I can see what I have to do, and I'm not just like, oh my god, there's so much I need to study, like where do I start? I don't know how to get everything done. Having a list like this just really helps. So if you're in a position like me where you're like overwhelmed with the amount of studying, try making a to-do list or like a little checklist, and I think it'll really help you. Also, right before dinner, I was watching this girl 🧧𖤣. She is a few years older than me and is currently working at Google. I was watching one of her videos and she said something that really stuck to me that actually brought my motivation back. She was basically talking about how she got into Google, the process of like the studying and everything, and she said that there was no option for failure for her. So she would come home from her 9 to 5 and then leak code from 5 until 1 in the morning, and I honestly can't imagine what that grind was like for her because that is like insane. The fact that she was like failure is not an option was something that was just like so motivating, and like it really struck me. The thing that I want to avoid is to feel regret after the interview, thinking that I could have prepared more, I could have done more. So I'm really trying to avoid that, and I think having this list and just really knowing what I need to study, that just really helped me get my motivation back. So I wanted to share with you guys. Yeah, I've been yapping for a while. I still have a lot to study, so I'm gonna get back into the grind. Hi guys, happy Friday. I have a couple of updates. So the first is that my interview did not end up happening. I actually got emailed around like 11 a.m. today. I was asked to reschedule for next Tuesday. At least this time it wasn't like 15 minutes before my interview, and I was also available for the other time that they suggested for next week. So I said yes, obviously, but I asked if they could try to keep this one planned because having interviews rescheduled over and over again is just something like, it's just really annoying, especially because as someone interviewing in this really awful job market, you really want to do well. Obviously, before an interview, I stress, I freak out, I prepare, I study, and all of that just feels like now it has to be pushed back to another date. So it's obviously a little bit frustrating, but there's nothing really I can do. Thankfully, I'm not working like part-time or full-time where I need to like really shift my schedule around, but obviously I still have to allocate time for the interview and plan things around that date and time. So having it be rescheduled so many times is just not really ideal for me. So yeah, hopefully that would be the last time I would have to reschedule it because it's just not really fun to deal with that. My other update is that I spilled water on my laptop, which I've never done before. So I guess thank God that my interview got moved because otherwise that would have been really bad. But I was really in the mood to study and grind just during lunchtime. So I made the stupid mistake of eating and studying at the same time, and I spilled my water all over my laptop. So now my laptop is hanging upside down and I'm just gonna have to wait it out for a few hours. So that also really sucks. Feels like I can't really study without my laptop. But I guess on the bright side, I was planning to meet a friend right after the interview for coffee, which I'm still doing, and then I'm gonna have dinner with another friend after that. So I'll be out of the house anyways for a few hours, so hopefully my laptop can dry while I'm gone. It just feels really nice to be put together to actually go see someone to do something because I've just been locked down in the house all week. So yeah, that is my Friday plans. Hopefully once I'm back, my laptop will be okay, and I plan to do a little bit more studying after I come back, but yeah, I also think I'm gonna end this video here because I want to really just unplug and enjoy my time seeing my friends and socializing. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and got a little bit of a insider view into what it looks like to be job searching right now, especially in tech. I'll keep you guys posted for sure about what happens next week. I'll probably do another round of vlogging, but I'm gonna end it here for now. So stay tuned for some more updates. Again, if you're also in the process of looking for a job like me, just know that you're not alone. Obviously you see me struggling and trying my best out here, but it's really rough and I know it can take a pretty big mental toll on you. So just make sure to go outside from time to time, make sure to be seeing friends and socializing and taking breaks. Don't be too hard on yourself. And I also need to be taking my own word as well because I can sometimes forget to do all those things. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned for some more updates. Hopefully I'll have some good updates, but we'll see. For now, hope you guys have an amazing week and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!